This is what it looks like up at the Alpine Visitor Center for Rocky Mountain National Park. A good coating of snow, and the same for Winter Park. It just gives us that little taste of what's to come. Now here for the Front Range, sunny skies. We're really drying things out. Temperatures today in the 60s and 70s, but we had a record breaker yesterday with the rainfall. 1.28 inches recorded yesterday at the airport. 0.83, the previous record set in 2017, but overall it's the wettest September 23rd we've seen since 1872 when they began keeping those records. I also wanted to point out our fall foliage will be peaking this weekend in many places. We have plenty of color up into the foothills, but the peak does continue into the first week of October as well. This is what our map is looking like. We have that peak color through our northern, central, and southwestern mountains where you see the darkest colors, but orange and red is pretty much moderate to peak color. So that's where you want to head to see over the next 7 days all of these beautiful colors up in the higher elevations. We do have some low colors starting to show up across the Front Range and the plains, and that will become a little more intense as we get into October. Highs today in the 60s and 70s here for the Front Range, 50s and 60s up into the high country. That dry air returns, the temperatures will heat up, and we have a lot more sunshine on the way. 67 degrees our high today, 91 the record set in 2020, but on average we should be around 76 degrees for our high. At this point we're in the 60s from downtown to the airport, and we do have calm winds out there. And our temperatures, they're going to be chilly tonight in the 40s here for the Front Range, but they'll be around freezing with a frost advisory here toward Alamosa from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So keep that in mind if you have some vegetation that needs to come inside or be covered over. 46 degrees, clear skies tonight. Temperatures in the 40s here for northeastern Colorado, 30s out towards Salida and Aspen, and 30s up into Steamboat. We'll also have those 30s and 40s to our west up toward the tunnel into Frisco and Idaho Springs. And if you are headed out on a dog walk tomorrow morning, temperatures will be in the 50s and 60s early on, 75 degrees by 1 p.m. So we'll have sunny skies for us tomorrow. Lots of sunshine all across the state. Highs will be around 80 degrees here in Denver with clear skies into the evening. Just some gorgeous weather on the way. 81 degrees, sunny skies for us, a little bit above average for this time of year. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s off to our west into the high country, and those 70s and 80s here for the mountains. And just off to our west, we'll also have 60s up toward Rocky Mountain National Park as well. That warm air starting to build in here to the west, and that will cover just about all of the states through the western United States, including Colorado. We'll be in the 80s here all the way through Saturday. Sunday we'll be at 79 degrees, 76 on Monday, and those upper 70s and low 80s through Tuesday and Wednesday.